I'm just amazed at the amount of money that gets thrown into tech, like apps. The apps that just don't even generate
you
money.
thought there was a .com bubble back in 2000?
Oh yeah, it's the
that
same
bubble
thing.
that's coming up now. Oh yeah.
I feel like even the thing, the .com bubble, we never saw coming because I feel like that was relatively new. And now all of a sudden we're like, this is the same thing that happened. Like, why is this
trying to act like they didn't see it coming?
They definitely do.
We talked about it last week too, but we'll talk about it again. But it's like people waved the flag before it happened in like '98 or 2000,
No one's
2008. No one's listening. Now it's like it feels like it's been
They're
8
doing it
years
again in
and it's doing it
2008.
again.
They're doing it again in 2008.
Yeah, and like
No one
people.
The same people are.
The same people are saying, "Oh, these people are crazy. Don't listen to them." Like, what the fuck?
You guys know Peter Schiff?
No.
Peter Schiff. He's a lot of people fucking hate him. He's a fuck, and his some of his policies I don't agree with at all. Like he's definitely loves free market. He's a total capitalist. Some of his views are questionable. Like he really likes fracking, and that doesn't seem like a good idea. So anyone who really likes fracking is like, but anyways, he understands how markets function, and he apparently got in a room with Ben Bernanke the other day, and fucking was questioning him, and like he had like no answers, no responses to a lot of his questions.
Bernanke then?
No, to like some of these bubbles and inflating these bubbles more, and
That's because he knew the answer.
well, it's like, but he was like denies that these things are really happening, and it's just like.
I feel like that Fed documentary I watched 2 months ago or something like that. I felt like Bernanke actually knew what he was talking about. He just was like, eh.
It's interesting because you read some of his papers from when he was still in school or just getting out of school. Some of his like old papers before he is the man he is today. And he talks against a lot of the policies that he is then perpetuating now.
Yeah.
He was totally against it, and it's like, all right, so you come up and you have these ideas that actually seem like they make sense. He has logical fiscal policy, like I agree with some, like I forget the one paper I read that was like, this guy's, I would fucking agree with almost everything he's saying here. And then you look at what he's doing today, and it's like total opposite. It's like, all right, so he came through the system and just got corrupted somehow, or met the right people, and they're like, listen, no, you got to do it this way. Like this is how it works, and you're gonna get hooked up for the rest of your fucking life and make like $250,000 talking everywhere. And
it's like, what side it's gonna happen? What side do you want to be on?
Exactly.
That's the thing.
They're fucking corrupted.
I've heard videos, I've seen videos where people talk to people on Wall Street, and they're basically telling, it's like secret recordings. They're like, yo, who do you care about, your family or somebody else's family? Like, so, you know, if you want to make out in this, you're just gonna do what we say. And like,
well, have you heard those recordings that was on This American Life, where they were, I think
you showed me, but I don't know if we said it on the show.
Did you listen to them?
I listened to 45 minutes out of the hour and 15, I think.
It's so interesting.
It was so depressing. It's like you were telling me last week when you read these news, and it just depresses you so much. And it's just like, it's not happening. It's not happening.
This
like,
podcast is definitely like, for a little while I was ignoring the news again. I was just like, fuck it, I'm not going to pay attention for a while. And I was honestly happier. I noticed a distinct change in my mood because I just was ignorant and I wasn't reading the news. I wasn't looking at newspapers. I tried to ignore conversations that were going on around me about it. Like I consciously made an effort to ignore it. And then it was like, oh no, this podcast is fun. And then it's like, shit, so much depressing.
We took a little break. And I think both of us just felt a lot better.
I think we need to start doing some that are just fun ones.